Hello wonderful people, welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. We are here with graha-tia and Alizé. And yeah, apparently Bahamut was sighted at the tower where Fordola and the other dude went to investigate. I've already sent word to the others. We are to rendezvous in Ul'dah at the Hall of Flames. Let us collect Alphino and be on our way. Ready? Let's go. And here we are in the Hall of Flames. Now, I know some of you could do with a rest, but I'm sorry to say the Telophoroi, I have other plans. Paglth'an is already under siege. Happily, the Immortal Flames arrived just in time to join the defensive effort, with Marshal Terrapin at their head. Wait, but isn't there still some tampering going on? Well now, given the failure of the peace negotiations, I was uncertain how the Sultanate would respond. It's good to hear that Ul'dah has not abandoned the Amalja. Abandoned them? Did we not profess to be their friends? Your Grace! Marshal Terrapin had made provisions for such an exigency and was ready to depart at a moment's notice. All that was required was the agreement of the syndicate, each of whom voted in favor of intervention. Nor is Ul'dah alone in its resolve. The other alliance nations have likewise dispatched their troops to Paglth'an. Yet even with our combined strength, we shall be sorely tested, for we face not only the might of an Imperial Legion, but Lunar Bahamut and his draconic horde besides. Tiamat's children. Fight as we may, victory is by no means assured. But not all of the omens are grim. Our forces report that despite their proximity to Lunar Bahamut, none of the Amalja show any signs of tempering. Strange, what primal would turn down a chance to claim new thralls? Unless it is incapable of doing so. Primals are not wont to serve a master, Asian or otherwise. It may well be that Lunar Bahamut differs in some fundamental manner from those we have previously encountered. If that were true, anyone could fight him, and Lura and others like her wouldn't have to shoulder the burden alone. Be that as it may, Lunar Bahamut remains an incalculable, powerful foe whom our soldiers will struggle to best through mere force of arms. With the aid of the Scions, however, I believe they will fare rather better, assuming that as you are ready to take the field. An airship awaits to bear you to the front. Pray, set forth as soon as you are able. Yes, let's go, let's go, let's go. I meanwhile shall continue to coordinate our forces. Till next we meet, may the 12th bless and keep you. Let's go! I wanna go! It was kind of her to speak with us personally. You may be certain she has no shortage of other responsibilities. Well, I for one am inclined to do as her grace requests. Lest we forget, Arnwald and Fordola are in Paglth'an on reconnaissance. The sooner we save the day, the better their chances. Indeed, to the airship then. Wait, but isn't the reason that those two went there is because the towers emit like some kind of tempering? Our force is just going in there now. I mean, maybe they will explain, but see you guys at the airship landing. Alrighty, we are here with our pilot. Greetings, we've been expecting you, but say the word and we shall depart for Paglth'an at once. Nice, let me open queue, see you guys there. Alrighty, we made it through the queue. I am very much scared and I have no idea what to expect, so... Oh, we got help. Someone's angry. Can we continue? Nice. Come on. Okay, so we have a healer that has no chill, but let's see. Rip.
What took you so long? The Amalj are in trouble.
And
Let's split
they're
up.
arguing with each other, I don't know. They're like arguing with each other, I don't know what the hell is going on. Literally, the whole team is arguing. They're like, report everyone. Like, what the fuck? Like, just each other. They're like, report everyone. To be honest, at this point, I'm not sure if they are like friends or something.
Oh, no, you don't.
It's cool that the dragon is helping us. Tiamat. I think they're actually arguing. What the hell? one of them was like, oh, I'm sorry, tank. I'm literally just like, leave me out of this shit. Like, I don't want to have anything to do with any of you. Like, you wanna talk smack about each other, just leave me out of it. I don't want to be part of this. I just want to do my thing. Thank you very much. We have to do this first before we go. Ooh, that's mine. No. Ugh. Now I can tell them that I don't want to have anything to do with this shit. Man. I should not queue for dungeons in the middle of the night. That's what I get for it. Seriously, when someone just runs in, I'm always like, you want a tank? You sure? You wanna be the tank? Nice. It's so weird. They're like typing some weird shit. Like, just like numbers and then letters and then it's so weird. Is that like some joke I don't get? If you know something about this, then let me know. I finally got stuff. Oh my god, are they actually stacking that? Oh my god. You got flare, that doesn't sound good. That does quite a bit of damage. Never queue for a dungeon again in the middle of the night. Oh my god, those people are the worst. I try my best. They were just trolling and annoying and I don't know, possibly drunk. Very possibly drunk. Oh yeah, and I had to get some gear. My item level was too low for this dungeon. So yeah. But I got some new stuff. But probably no gear. Yeah, my gear is too high. But we did it. Can't believe it. We pushed through it. We did it. We're not even at tutorial.
Antal an in Eisdo. Antal afa snalask en I ash an dran mira al.
What was that? Are you done? Are you done? Are you done?
Noble warriors, the dragons chose their friends well.
Yeah, I was like, that is some over-exaggerated voice acting, but I guess very much that makes sense.
Have our peoples waged war, but no more. Your fallen lie beside our own. By our words and deeds shall we honor their sacrifice.
You would make peace with Ul'dah, then we would be proud to call you our allies. Then let us put the past behind us. Make peace with Ul'dah, then? Hey.
The enemy of our enemy is our friend. And you have proven yourselves worthy of our trust. It is the Garleans who are deserving of our fury.
Funny how none of us here is actually from Ul'dah.
I shall see that my brethren learn the truth of this day, and rally as many as possible to the cause, till we meet again.
And thus did we make allies of the Amalja.
Nice.
It would certainly seem that way. The Sultana will be pleased. Let's go and give her the good news, shall we?
You go do that. No, I have to go with and do that. Sometime earlier inside the Paglth'an tower. Yeah, why didn't I go check inside the tower? Or like closer to the tower? What?
What in Ralga's name happened here?
The gods only know. But you can bet these poor sods aren't here by choice.
Oh, really?
Quickly! We've got to get them free!
Get back!
And it did look like an awful terrible idea.
What have I done?
It's too late for them! We're leaving, now!
Should have left. Is that Ifrit?
No! No! Don't you dare! We came together and we're leaving together!
Then he's like, let's both die. That sounds like an amazing idea. But it would be too much to hope that we have seen the last of Daniel. We have dealt with schemes at Telling Blow this day. That alone is cause to celebrate. Did we though? Celebrate I will when we have received word of Aaronwald's safe return. Yay! I mean, yeah. Ba. Ah, okay. When the dust settles. Standing around here worrying is not going to help matters. Come, we must discuss the day's events with Pippin and her grace. Wasn't that the whole plan? Brave scions! There we go. Didn't even have to look for them. Would that I could cheat you to a hero's welcome, but I bear urgent news from the frontistery. Your grace, whatever is the matter? As our troops withdrew from Paglth'an, they came upon the 2 scouts sent to the nearby tower. I have yet to hear a full account, but it seems that one of them, your friend, I believe, had been wounded and was being dragged away by the other. Oh no. I must go, forgive me, your grace. Can you tell us aught of Ernwald's condition, Your Grace, the wounded scout? To be honest, that is kind of his own fault. I mean, isn't the whole point about a scout that they just look? Not safe that it is grave. The conversions tend to him even as we speak. The infirmary must be inundated with the wounded. If all of us go, we'll only get underfoot. Nurastinian, would you mind going after Alfino? He may need some support from someone other than me. Well, yeah, you're not very good at supporting people. Especially Alfino. Very well. Thank you. The rest of us will see that the relevant people know what took place in Paglth'an. Come on then. Why do we always have to check on everybody? I mean, Alfino just wants to know if his friend is dead or not. Why do we have to be there? Well, let's go do that. Alrighty, we made it to the Conversion and Alfino. Another one come to see the lad in silver armor. Master Demieliot is attending to him as we speak. If you would be so kind as to wait. What did Master Demieliot say? Tell me his exact words. And now, Alfino, this isn't helping. Let the Cryogens do their work. I mean, it makes sense that he wants to know, but I mean, yeah, let them do their work. But you're right, forgive me. When we said our farewells to Ernwald, I was afraid that something like this might happen, but now that it has, all we can do is wait. Yeah, how about you wait, and I go? Never mind, I guess I have to wait too. Oh, we're gonna talk to Fordola, who I love so much.
Fordola, have you been waiting here all this time?
We went together, we leave together.
We have done what we can. The rest is up to him.
Sounds like we can't
May
do
we
anything.
see him?
May you see him. I don't really care. Okay, let's go.
I do not think that wise. You must let him sleep.
Let's go then. Well, that would have been too easy, would it?
Thank you for bringing him back. He owes you his life.
True.
I just wish I had been there. Perhaps, I don't know. Perhaps I could have...
We could have done nothing. Man.
Could have what? Got tempered? Don't flatter yourself. You can't save everyone. No one can. Not even the warrior of bloody light.
Of course I can. So...
People die all the time, for no good reason. And those who take up the sword die quicker than most.
True.
If you're going to shed a tear every time a soldier falls on the battlefield, you'd best stay away. It's no place for the weak of heart.
That is also true.
It may be that victory cannot be won without cost. But all life is precious, and I refuse to shrug at its loss.
Well, to be honest, there are a lot of people that, you know, didn't make it, and we didn't bat an eye. We didn't make a fuss over every single person that fell. Let's be real. So yeah, he's talking a bit high and mighty, you know? Like, if that is true, he would have been crying over every single person that didn't make it. Which he didn't.
All life is precious! Oh, you need to grow up, little man. Before your sparkling ideals get everyone killed.
You're right. He is idealistic. But the world has more than its fair share of realists, like you and me. It's people like him who dare to dream that things could be better, and make it happen against all the odds. They are the ones whose names live on forever. The heroes.
The battlefield's littered with would-be heroes. At this rate, you'll lot'll be next. And what'll become of your precious dreams then? They'll be gone. Like dust on the wind.
Dreams worth fighting for don't die so easily.
Are we actually just gonna wait here? I know, there's nothing more I can do here. Come, let us rejoin the others. Thank you, finally. Her Grace invites the Sons of the 7th Dawn to join her in the fragrant chamber. Your comrades have already arrived. Will the 3 of you be joining them? We will. At least I didn't have to walk there, that's something.
Your Grace, pray forgive us our lateness.
Think not of that. I understand a close comrade of yours was wounded in the line of duty. Arenvold. It was at the Alliance's behest that he risked all, and we are grieved to hear of his condition. Rest assured, he will receive the finest care our chirurgeons can provide. On that you have my word. Now, we would share with you the findings of the mission. Pippin, pray relate to our guests the details of Fordola's account.
First Bahamut, now Ifrit. Or Lunar Ifrit, as Fan Daniel would doubtless have it.
'Tis now all but certain that the towers were conceived to facilitate the summoning of primals by those imprisoned within. Less certain is the means by which the Telophoroi constrain the wills of said entities to enact their designs in defiance of the pleas of their victims.
Mayhap they do not. If mere proximity to the towers is enough to make loyal servants of the Empire's mortal enemies, it stands to reason that the same is true for those held captive. They invoke their gods for the good of Garlemald, and in their disturbed state of mind, summon a primal whose form reflects their own alteration.
It all begins to make sense. Upon closer inspection, I realized that the towers bear a striking resemblance to a much larger structure which Urianger and I observed from afar during our visit to the Imperial capital. Assuming it too is capable of tempering those in its immediate vicinity, It would go some way to explain the swiftness with which the Telophoroi managed to rally so many Imperials to their cause.
Damn.
While the situation in Garlemald is indeed troubling, I fear we have more immediate concerns. Ifrit was not the only primal summoned. At approximately the same time, observers at several other towers bore witness to the emergence of further such entities.
Uh-oh. Gotta do all the primals again.
For a blessing, none appear to wield aught approaching the destructive power of Bahamut, and the Grand Companies are moving to deal with the threat even as we speak.
You need to only tell me where they are, Your Grace. The Grand Companies, is that wise? Yeah, shouldn't I go? Like, I know how to defeat them.
Though we are aware that the task will not be easy, we would call upon the Scions only as a last resort. Pray, conserve your strength for now. After all, it was not so very long ago that you rid us of Bahamut. On which note, I am pleased to report that our talks with the Amalja have reached an agreeable conclusion. They have pledged their full support to our cause. It is our hope that this historic agreement will encourage other tribes to join us at the negotiating table. And I know that I speak for all of the Allied leaders when I say that we will welcome them with open arms at such time as they do. Of course, this was only made possible by the feats of heroism performed at Paglth'an. Moreover, we shall not allow the sacrifices of those fallen in battle to have been made in vain. As hope leads to victory, shall victory lead to a new dawn for Eorzea.
May these words ever be our guide, Your Grace.
Now, if you will forgive me, I must consult with the Syndicate on the matter of our new allies' integration. Till next we meet, my friends, I bid you safe travels and blessed respite.
Nice. No, I don't want to talk to you, Thancred. I want to talk to Alice. I mean, I don't wanna, but I have to. Right then, unless anyone has any objections, I think it's about time we return to the Rising Stones. Yes, let's go. Yeah, that would have been too easy. Yes, Alphino, you can stay. And that includes you, Alphino. Ironwald is in good hands here. Okay, I guess not. Of course, he would doubtless mock me for pacing about the infirmary. Let us retire then, that we might regain our strength and readiness for the coming challenges. If all are in agreement, then I shall let Kral know to expect us. A hot bath and a hearty meal should be beyond arranging with the time available. Well, I'm there in 2 seconds if you guys will let me go. It will be good to be home. I have some thinking to do. It's turning cold-hearted. Yes, I'll try asking him, and thank you. I shall look forward to it. Our comrades eagerly await our return, and Kral in particular has a few matters she is keen to discuss, one which concerns you, Estinian. Believe it or not, you will join us, won't you? Fine. Really? I thought you said you were avoiding the Balesian woman. He missed you, Alf, you know? If I refused, she would only pursue me. Let's get this over with, shall we? Okay, let's go back. Alright, we're back at the Rising Stones.
Welcome back. I expect you must all be exhausted. Ere you take your rest, however, I would beg a moment of your time. Thanks to Arenvold's selfless efforts, we may now be confident that we understand the function of the towers. But many questions remain regarding the reason for the summonings, and what lurks behind the looming edifice in Garlemald. Until such questions are answered, we will struggle to devise an effective strategy for thwarting the Telophoroi's stated aim. Nothing less than the destruction of this star. And so, given the gravity of the situation, I move that we petition the aid of Sharlayan.
Sounds like a good idea.
'Tis possible the ancient knowledge preserved within our archives may hide a clue to our enemy's methods. But given Sharlayan's established policy of non-intervention, our former colleagues are not like to aid us in its discovery.
Oh, I well remember what they're like. The Forum's barefaced refusal to assist you in the days prior to the calamity must rank as Sharlayan's most shameful act since the Exodus. But were the final days to be reenacted, it would spell doom for us all. Surely even they cannot turn a blind eye to that. I trust we are all of the same mind on this matter. Urgent as it seemed, I took the liberty of petitioning the Alliance for leave to act as Eorzea's emissary, and have since received their blessing.
I presume your role as a student of Baldesion will carry some weight with the Forum?
One can but hope. If truth be told, our organization has been a shadow of its former self ever since the disappearance of the Isle of Val. But the name does still retain some degree of prestige. I only pray it will be enough. If there are no objections, I shall depart for Sharlayan at once. But before I do, I should also mention the other matter to which I would devote some time during my stay. After hearing what transpired in the first, I began to question the true nature of Hydaelyn's blessing, a topic I have discussed at some length with Y'shtola.
We were wondering, when was the last time Hydaelyn spoke to you directly?
Near the end of the Dragonsong War, the day in the Crystarium. I mean, in the Crystarium there was Elidibus, right?
When you regained her blessing, was it not? But never since. Not in all your time in the First, when you faced the Unsundered, the very heart of Zodiark.
Maybe she has bad
History
connection.
shows us that Hydaelyn is able to awaken the echo in her chosen, convey her will directly, and grant the blessing of light. To our knowledge, however, she has not sought to intervene in man's affairs for some considerable time.
Might not the explanation for that lie with her choice of champion? Mayhap she is content to trust in her judgment.
Mayhap she is. But following my initial discussion with Kryl, I made inquiries of my own, and as far as I am able to tell, Hydaelyn has not made her will known to anyone.
During my time in the First, the Oracle of Light spoke to me through Reen. But that was not the will of Hydaelyn. It was Minfilia herself.
Indeed. And while she and Hydaelyn were inextricably linked, Minfilia yet acted of her own volition. A messenger, yes, but one who spoke with her own voice.
I wonder, could Hydaelyn's silence suggest the presence of some disruptive force, perhaps? Some obstacle to communication? While I share Urianger's high opinion of your conduct, I see no reason why she would deny you her guidance altogether. Then again, who am I to say? The fact is, we simply don't know. But if the explanation is to be found anywhere, I can think of worse places to look than the archives of Sharlayan, and their research on the Ethereal Sea in particular. Resolved though I am to go, believe me when I say that I take no pleasure in the thought of leaving you a member short. Now, of all times.
Can't we all go?
Estinian, we stand on the eve of a struggle that will decide the fate of this star. One in which we Scions may play a telling part, yet we are but few in number.
Will you join the Scions?
And so I must ask you again. Will you join us?
I was like, yes, now that Delphino's here.
You see the world the way you want it to be. I see the world the way it is. You are idealistic to a fault. But I know you would never turn your back on those in need. Never close your eyes to their suffering. And somehow, your deeds lend truth to your words, giving the lie to my doubts in so doing. I have seen others draw strength from your belief. In Ishgard, in Alamigo, you inspired them to stand up and fight. To win, no less. And even when you lost those you held dear, you carried their spirit with you and made their memory your guiding light. The burden of so many hopes and dreams would be too heavy for most to bear. But you bear it willingly, as you have shown me. Some dreams are too important to let go. If you have need of my strength, it's yours. After all you've done, how could I refuse?
Thank you, Estinian. Whatever challenges await us, I shall not falter. You have my word.
Aww. Oh, no. Whoops. And to be honest. Yay, Estinian joined. I'm sorry. Well, it looks like I'm going to have a busy few moons. Not that they ever seem to be anything but. Thancred's got me dispatching troops to every corner of the realm, which is not to say I don't trust the Alliance, because I do. But when it comes to putting down primals, nobody does it better than us. Well then, you lot, more accurately, you won't catch me trading blows with a primal in the near future. But for every fell fiend you vanquish, there's countless meals to arrange. Best to fill, sheets to wash, stores to replenish, and the list goes on. Which is where I come in, and gladly, mind you, it is the least I can do to support the Scions who risk life and limb, like poor Arenwold. I wish there was something we could do for him, but we'll just have to settle for saying the odd prayer and keeping a roof over our heads. It wouldn't do to have him come back to a complete shambles, now would it? But that's enough of my rambling. Off you go and get some rest. If there are any developments, I promise you'll be the first to know. Nice. Alright, but we're gonna end this episode here. Thanks so much for watching. Please leave a like if you like what you see, and obviously subscribe if you would like to see more. I try to upload every single day. So yeah, thanks again for watching, and bye bye.